Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called American Real, 1999. It wasn't released to video until 2003. I'm giving this 1 out of 5 stars. I hated this movie. I should preface my review by saying that I had heard David Carradine's songs on the bonus features, one of his Tai Chi video, or maybe it was one of his exercise videos. I can't remember, but I remember it being horrible. The music in this movie is the absolute worst. It's about as bad as today's pop music, I guess, in my subjective opinion. Only the hardcore David Carradine fans will enjoy this movie. And I'm pretty hardcore myself. I've rented just about every single David Carradine video or DVD on Netflix. And this is one of the worst ones. It's right down there with Bound for Glory, about the communist singer Woody Guthrie. David Carradine played in. Enough of me trashing the music. This movie is definitely politically correct. Some of David Carradine lyrics talks about acid rain, killing fishes in the ocean. And the ironic thing was, after I watched the bonus features, I thought David Carradine imagined himself as being a sort of Neil Young clone. And sure enough, within the first half an hour, David Carradine mentions Neil Young as one of his inspirations. So this movie is very predictable. It plays like a boring soap opera. And getting back to the politically correct stuff. Okay, I get that he's railing against greedy white male swine of a capitalist pig record executives. I actually thought it was funny when Devo and Boogie Boy were going at it with Rod Reuter and Daddy Know-It-All in the Men Who Make the Music video. But that was like 5 minutes of the whole thing, and it was quite amusing because Devo was so nerdy, and Boogie Boy, that whole act, that it actually played off well, and it was quite funny. This movie was not funny at all, and some David Carradine fans were saying that they appreciate his sense of humor. I didn't think it was at all funny, this movie. So it's about David Carradine and his imaginary singer, songwriter, guitar player role. He plays some kind of horrible country music with some Southwest flavor to it. It just sounds awful. I know he's a talented piano player because I saw him playing the piano in the bonus features for Kill Bill, I believe. And but his singing, guitar playing have a lot to be desired, in my opinion. I will admit that he's a talented piano player, though. Or he was. He's dead now, but so I should be speaking of past tense, and I suppose his death garnered him even more fans. He was in movies after he died, similar to his father. But getting back to the movie, he plays this the singer guitar player guy who's playing in dive bars for decades. He's got this agent named Jason. He's kind of greedy. He drives around in a Ferrari. He's got this fancy place that he lives in, and so they're trying to get him a big record deal. He signs one, but then they want him to do a music video. He's all mad that they altered his, and he didn't want to do a video in the first place, but his agent Jason pressured him into it. And then he's got Mariel Hemingway chasing him around to give him pep talks and stuff. She's about to say some lesbian jokes. And David Carradine's all excited, and then we never know what the jokes are. In real life, she married a bunch of times. Sorry, the connection was bad there. And her persona in the movie, David Carradine, her persona in the movie kind of fit, and David Carradine persona fit because he was a hippie back in the late 60s when he was going to SF State, I guess. He went to the same college as my stepdad. I don't know if they were friends, but anyway. So he ends up punching the record executive in the face. And then his agent punches the record executive in the face. They're playing like musical chairs in these companies, and then somehow Jason finagles his way out of the contract with the record company after Jason punches the executive in the face. And they even refer to these guys as white male. So, or at least David Carradine does. So he's very blatant about his anti-corporate attitude, which is more subtle in the who make the music video is more goofball kind of slapstick going on there. So I think they could have handled that aspect better instead of making it so blatantly pro-hippie, anti-free market kind of thing, anti-corporation. And maybe if Devo had done a full-length movie about the record industry, it would have been more interesting to me. Just because I prefer Devo music, and I appreciate their subtle sense of humor at times. They even did Human Highway with Neil Young, ironically. They did Hey Hey My My, Rock and Roll Will Never Die with Boogie Boy. That was a pretty interesting clip. I wouldn't care to see the rest of the movie, but that one 10-minute clip with Neil Young is pretty good on YouTube. Anyways, not a good flick. I disliked it. I hated it. I'm not going to recommend it. I'm not going to say check it out. I'm going to say skip it. And I'll post the actor's and the musician's name in the description box. That's about it. That's the end of my review. I gotta take my son to church now. Later. If I can find my mouse. Oh, there it is. And this glare on my screen is terrible.